Natsu, do you have a bell or something?
Maybe. I might. Why you need
Bell.
it? Noodle, do you like this bell?
Let's make a trade, Natsu. You want some jerky? Got plenty of jerky.
How much jerky are we talking about? That's the real question.
Small. I've got enough jerky to last us a while. We have to be sparing with it. No snacking on this at all. You'll take it when you need it. If you give me that bell, I'll give you 2 bundles of jerky right now.
Okay, here you go. I'm starving.
I know you are. I'm just gonna go ahead and remove 3 bundles of jerky from my inventory.
Do you have a bell to give him, Natsu?
I found one. It was in
Where?
the wagon.
Roll me a roll me a D100, please.
What's a D100?
So, on your sheet.
one?
Well, not even just on your sheet. So, you should have some. So, you're going to be looking for the dice that has, like, the double-digit numbers, like counts in tens. This is going to be a little tricky, because this is the hardest dice to read. But do you see the
one that does like 40, 80, 20, 60, 90?
Yes.
Oh, okay, then I have it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And
And?
you need to grab the dice that has 10 sides. It's going to look like the same shape as that dice you just picked up.
Is it the one that does 0, 4, 6, 2, 8?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
okay.
Well, I don't think it have a 0, but yeah.
Doesn't the D10 have a 0?
Usually it's a 10. On the D10, it's a 10.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to roll something.
The one that has zeros is usually the percentile dice, but whatever. So, you have both of those dice, right? And they're the same shape?
What about one that says 10, 5, 6, 11? I'm not very good at reading dice.
It's okay.
It's okay.
The fact
This
that
is
you
what we're
mentioned an
here for.
11... The fact that you mentioned an 11 makes me think you're talking about a D12.
Okay, so that one's probably yeah, that one has 12.
Mm-hmm.
So it is probably the first one.
Mm-hmm.
That's my
It's
guess.
2 dice that are the same shape.
Yeah.
What do I get for rolling a 637 total?
Noodle Loops becomes a real deity.
Rolling
Alright.
10 D100.
What am I rolling here?
Alright. So, you're going to roll both of those dice.
Okay.
And I'm going to teach you how to read them as a D100, because this is like the trickiest dice to read for new players.
Alright.
I think I'd be right in saying that, right, Sophia?
Yeah, even I don't fully understand how to read them.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we let D&D Beyond do it for us.
It's still good to know how.
So, how I do this?
So, have you rolled both of those dice?
Just did.
Okay. So, tell me what you got. Like each dice, and I'll tell you what it
one-
means.
First one was 30, and the other one
Okay.
was 7.
So, the one that is all in tens, right?
Mm.
You know, 10, 20, 30, 40, blah, 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 blah. It's technically known as a percentile dice, so you can tuck that in the back of your mind. But
Okay.
in this context, this is giving you the tens place of what number you're rolling here. So what you've rolled is 30 something. The other dice, which is the D10, considers the ones place. And in this case is, well, I believe you said it was a 7?
Yeah.
So, with this, and understanding what I just said, what did you roll?
37.
Correct. Well done.
Thank you.
Hey, it can be tricky. I gotta give praise where I can. Like, come on.
Does that mean yes to Bell?
Give it a second, Focat.
Okay.
Now, I imagine you and Sophia might be wondering how exactly you get, like, a 100 on this. Because none of the, this seems to only read out for, like, 2 digits. How do you get the third one, right? In order to get a 100 on, these 2 dice, the one that rolls in tens, one of its sides is 0. It's 0, 0. And the other dice, you have to roll a 10, because technically you can get a 10 by rolling the 10 on the percentile. So that's how you would get a 100.
Okay.
So, all good stuff to know for future. Will you remember this? Hard to say, but I figured I'd go through the lesson. Now, you got a 37?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So, looking through the cart, I do not think you would have found a bell. Knowing the kind of cart the party's been given, generally what was used to transport beforehand, I doubt you would have found a bell. But I would say that you did manage to find a gold piece wedged between some of the floorboards.
Okay.
So you can give yourself 1 gold piece.
She's rich.
Wow.
Sophia goes to
The
give you
lucky
jerky
gold
for
piece.
a supposed bell. Natsu, that's a stick. Natsu, that's a stick.
Okay, but it's food.
Stick is not food. Definitively.
But it waves like a bell, so it's a bell.
It's a wand.
Okay, new
Starts
idea.
casting magic.
I can visually hear, like, the machine malfunctioning that is Sophia hearing that.
Okay, new idea. Sophia's going to take his gold pouch filled with 20 gold pieces. He's gonna take the length of rope out of his pack, cut it so there's enough to wrap it around Noodleboop's neck. He's gonna tie it around the bag, tie that around Noodleboop's neck.
What did?
I just realized what you did.
What are you doing to Noodle?
Making it so that in the event he does run off without telling any of us, we have 1, valid reason to track him down, and 2, a way to ensure that we might hear him running away and have an opportunity to track him faster.
Okay.
We'll have to get a bell at the next town, hopefully. Actually, are we even going to a town? Lara, are we going to a town?
We're going to a lake.
Damn, that is definitely not a town. Wait, I just thought of something. Lara, do you have a bell or something that makes noise?
She kind of ponders for a minute before she goes and starts looking at her satchel. Give me a second. Now I'll roll the D100.
Does Lyra actually have inventory?
Yes.
What's in the inventory?
Your mom.
Something that's not for
Yeah.
you.
Dang.
Does she have food?
I mean, technically, yes.
I didn't hear what he said.
If Lyra has food. The answer is technically yes. She looks through her satchel and, surprisingly, does pull out a small bell.
Oh my god, you're a lifesaver.
Mhm.
Sweet Lathander, bring blessings upon you, Lyra. You are a saving grace. Give me that.
You owe me a gold piece.
Who's Lightbender?
He's a magic man who lives in the sky.
Magic man who lives in the
Magic
sky?
man in the sky.
Can I meet this magic man?
He doesn't let everyone into the sky, only certain people after a certain point in time.
Aww.
Don't worry, maybe one day you'll get to meet him, and then be disappointed like I am.
I wish I could meet him now.
Either way, swaps bag of gold for bell and ties that around Noodle Boops. Problem solved.
Yay!
Problem solved, and I get to keep my gold minus 1 gold piece for Lyra.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Noodle Boops.
Yes.
I am gonna say, be sure to, if you can, try and remember. Like, I'll make a note of this myself, because I don't know how well you'd remember this. But do note that attempts at stealth checks are going to be at disadvantage
Yes.
because
I'm
of your
going to
bell.
put that as a note.
That is precisely what I want and also don't want.
That is the price you pay for keeping track of Noodle Boops.
I think it'd be so much better if you just put it on the horn.
I mean, yes, I could. However, having it around your neck ensures that you're less inclined to lose it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be as easy to take off.
Okay, now that I've gotten that sorted, both of you. Why are you so bad at fighting?
Maybe because I have very little experience fighting?
Yeah, we're gonna need to fix that.
Okay!
And what about you, Noodle Boops?
Noodle, do you want to fight? Tell me you want to fight!
1 second. Would. Okay. No, wait. Nah, that's still lead. Never mind.
Fight?
Yeah, not to sound ungrateful, but it felt like you weren't doing as much in that tavern as you maybe were capable of doing.
I was
And much like-
lift tables.
And much like with Calico, we can't have that in the midst of combat. You need to have proper knowledge of all your abilities, as well as how to wield them. And that goes double for you, Natsu.
Okay.
Especially with your whole not being used to pain thing, I don't know how that works exactly. Have you just never felt pain ever?
No, not really. I think that was the first time I ever felt pain. Oh well, I'll get used to it.
I can't decide if I should be scared of you or worried for you.
Maybe both.
There, it kind of leans in and is going, both. You should be both.
Before a start, what can use?
What do you mean, Noodle Boops?
Spiky thing. Long spear thing. Short spear thing.
Let's
He's referring
not.
to like a flail.
let's maybe not use real weapons for this. Give me Sophia like looks at the sun. Like 10 minutes to fashion some practice gear for us.
Stare into the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Do not stare into the sun.
Can we use bed rolls?
As weapons?
Yes.
I mean, I guess you could fashion a bedroll to be the head of a mace. It'd be a blunt hitting object that's been softened like boxing gloves.
I mean, I do have what is it? Tavern brawler? Yeah.
I mean, that's a thing you could do.
Yay!
What Saphir's gonna do is he's just not gonna take his rapier out of its sheath.
Awesome. I can wait. Musket rope. Okay. Tinderbox. A torch. What else do I have in my clothes? I will use clothes.
You just got some random guy's clothing. It's like, I'm gonna use this as a weapon.
Yeah, use clothes as a weapon. He might even
This is
soften
going-
your blow.
Just uppercut someone with someone's undergarments.
Yeah. Undercut! Undercut!
Oh gosh. Oh goodness.
Well, I guess they both made up their mind.
So, Sophia, you're going and making some practice gear for everybody?
Yeah, I'll find like some decent sized sticks and then like fashion them into shape with my dagger.
So what's happening here? Is it us again? Like, yeah, what's happening? Who's fighting who?
I think it's going
The
to be
two of-
Sophia versus you two.
Yeah, the two of you are gonna fight me. But we're gonna use practice gear so that nobody gets fatally wounded.
Fighting,
You're gonna want to wear
fighting,
armor, bud.
Fighting!
He
I am wearing
Bring
armor.
it on!
You might want to put on a bedroll or two.
Let's do math.
I
Of
know,
course I
right?
am.
Making us do so much math. How dare they?
I'm the great threat at the end of the campaign. You fight me.
Listen, my self-given title is Internet Funny Man, not Internet Smart Man.
Aw man, you failing at this is gonna be really funny though.
Yeah, it's gonna be real funny once I get decimated by these two because they're actual fighters and I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what I can do.
Either way.
Bring
Let the
it on!
games begin.
Everyone
Alright,
ready?
you two. Here's how it's gonna
Uh-huh.
work. You come at me with everything you got. Treat this like a real battle. The only stipulation being, obviously, don't kill me.
But
Okay, I'll try
You'll-
not to.
You'll get food after this fight, Noodle Boops.
All right. Well, considering everyone is on similar page, everyone roll me initiative.
Ah, dang it. I was gonna try and be cheeky. Again.
We'll get to see if you get to be cheeky depending on your initiative.
Me got 13 total.
12.
Okay.
Damn it. I roll so low on initiative, but because I have +8, it doesn't matter.
So, Natsu?
13
What did you roll?
total.
Oh,
Let's
two
go.
13 totals.
Oh,
Now we get to talk about what
no.
happens if two people get the same roll.
We roll again.
No, actually, since you are in the same party, you guys get to choose who gets to go first.
Oh, I'm so cooked.
May I take the first one?
Sure.
Okay.
I have a certain plan.
Okay. So
We'll see if it works. It might not work. Probably.
See.
Let's hope.
Ba-ba, ba-ba, and ba-ba, ba. And I have now pinned that into our little chat, so you guys can be reminded if ever needed. So, Noodle Boops, you're first up. What do you wish to do?
I, as recommended, would like to rage.
Okay. So, I'm curious, what would that look like for Noodle Boops? Considering the nature of your rage.
Noodle Boops would immediately yell the word "Food," and then increase in size drastically.
Like how tall are we getting? Like how big does Noodle Boops become? Let's get a sense
Okay,
of scale
so-
here.
Where's the thing? Where is it? When I rage, it's So if I'm smaller than large, I become large, which is essentially 10 feet tall, I think. Yeah, it says your reach increases by 5 feet. And if you're smaller than large and there is enough room for you to increase your size, you become large, along with anything you are wearing.
My oh my.
Sophia, are you okay?
Well, unexpected, but not surprising.
Yeah, you'd be
Noodle
about 10
Boops
feet.
big.
Indeed you are, buddy.
I wish I could
Oh.
make your thing even bigger, but I can't. But I will mark you with that. Just to note that you are currently raging.
Would I take up 4 squares or
Yes, you would.
okay, I'll just put myself in the center.
Yeah, since each of these are 5 feet.
Or is there a different token that's exactly like is there a dragon
I've-
token anywhere?
Like if I go and try and put in like a giant token, I don't know if it'll actually show up as being super big or not. Time for a test. Oh goodness, it does.
That's a regular giant. Trying to
It's a cloud
find
giant.
a large. Okay, so there's a dragon turtle wormling.
Well, hopefully as this gets more updated, we can update your Noodle Boops' size when things go this crazy. But, okay. Good to know.
Hey, Noodle! What are you gonna do?
Suddenly I'm afraid of that answer.
Well, Noodle
Would
Boops.
the dragon turtle work?
I mean... Where are you? Yeah, Dragon Turtle Wormling.
Perfect.
Yeah, I can...
It's actually that perfect size.
There you go. We'll go ahead and hide you.
Into the void.
Oh no!
Should I move?
So Noodle Boops will look at Natsu.
Noodle Boops, throw Natsu at Green Man.
Yay! Throw me! Throw me, throw me! I wanna be thrown at you! Bring it on!
Before that, do I use Rage? So it says uses.
Yes, so
And
if you
there's
have,
3
yeah, if you've gone and entered a rage, go ahead and tick off 1 use of rage.
Yes. Okay.
Well done.
Out of character, why did it have to be me who's the first one that Natsu gets thrown at?
I mean, you wanted combat, so you're gonna get combat.
No, I fully expected this. I just wasn't expecting me to be the first person that Natsu gets thrown at.
Well, it was a
I
plan
get to be
for the last one,
thrown!
but instead I wanted to test on a table first, which didn't work out. So
Hmm.
Bring it on!
crushing throw. So Noodle Boops will gently pick up Natsu and attempt to hurl her at Sophia.
Bring it on! Bring it on!
So,
Athletics.
no, actually.
Okay.
Oh, this is fantastic. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a D1. Yeah, go ahead and roll me a D20 plus 5.
So basically, my athletics.
Yeah, I guess if it happens to be the same number, but
It
this
is a
more
plus
two-handed.
5.
Yeah, I see that.
That's a total of 19.
Yeah, Sophia, what's your AC?
14.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not hard to
So-
hit.
Yeah, that is going to hit. All right, now for the fun part, because this is about to go into so much math, it's hard to fathom. All right. So, because we don't have an exact number for throwing a Noodle Boops, go ahead and roll me a D10. And Natsu,
Yes?
while you are flying towards Sophia, you are, if you wish, you can use your reaction to try and do an attack while you're flying at him. Do you wish to do so?
You know what? Sure, that
We
seems
got
like
to
fun.
Alright. Natsu, go ahead and roll me to hit as well, using your unarmed attack.
So I got a 10.
10 damage?
I don't know. You just said roll a d10, so I rolled a 10.
Oh, well, yeah, it's gonna be 10 plus 2, so 12.
Yes.
Is
And
that going to be
10
halved like the rest
yep.
of the damage, or no?
This one, I don't think I could reasonably have it, honestly.
I'm throwing a
That's-
person. No,
that's
I don't
fair.
think so.
Am I
That's fair, I
doing
was just curious.
unarmed fighting style or unarmed strike?
So, in this situation,
I
you
will
would
go ahead
probably
and
be
take
using
12
your fighting
damage.
style,
Okay.
because
I
that is
will
what you
take 12
fight with.
damage.
Go ahead and roll me to hit.
And then damage, right?
Well, what did you roll to
What
hit?
was
16, and then if I add
16
6,
total.
reaction?
Okay, so yeah.
Reaction shield.
Okay, so
if I add 6, it's 22.
if you add, oh,
That's why I
Oh.
asked.
so okay. I thought for a second you were saying 16 total. No, you rolled a 16. And
Yeah,
I see.
I verbally do my math out loud sometimes. Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
No, I just need to keep my ear out for the total part more. That's my bad.
Yeah.
If it's useless, can I take back that reaction shield then?
Bruh.
Or am I locked into that?
So
Meanwhile, your ribs are
Alright.
still healing.
Okay.
So, I mean, in these situations, when I'm rolling with enemy dice, I usually won't tell you the number, so using shield is like a risk. You know,
That's
it comes
fair.
into that situation because you don't know if the shield's
Hey.
even going to be enough.
I get that. All right, I'll
So-
leave the shield marked off then.
In this situation, I'm going to ask you to stick with the fact that you used the shield and it just wasn't enough.
Dang it.
Either way, yes, that does hit Natsu. Go ahead and roll damage.
Damage is 8. And then plus 3. 11.
So
11.
11 damage.
And considering we have the little stuff there, we're going to have that as well. So it's going to go down to 6.
Okay, so I'll
The
give myself back
problem-
5 HP.
I noticed that there's a problem here. You gave Noodle Boops improvised weapons, but do improvised weapons also grow, or
I mean, considering it's a temporary growth kind of thing, I know some people would be a little frightened of this. And hey, if you guys end up bringing me into a situation where I regret it, I will change the rules. But I do think that is mid, large, you become large, anything you're wearing. If anything you are wearing, I do not think any of your weapons have transformed in size
Alright.
with you.
good?
Now I'm questioning what kind of move I should do when I'm being thrown.
So, once you figure that out, I'd be very curious to hear the play-by-play of Noodle Boops throwing Natsu at Sophir as Sophir tries to protect himself with a shield spell, only for it to be shattered by the
90
sheer
miles per
impact,
hour.
by the sheer impact of Natsu's attack,
When
whatever
I'm
it may be.
When I'm in midair, I want to do like a full like punch thrust into him.
Like aiming for his face or what?
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Aiming for his chest.
Your ribs are gone. Your ribs are gone.
It's fine. I slept it off earlier.
Yeah,
They're
that's fine,
still
yeah.
healing.
Maybe still a tad tender, but I mean, you know, it's fine. Ish.
First attack bites over.
You wish.
So, yeah, Natsu, you just got thrown at Sophia. We're gonna move you, like, over here.
Wah! Wowza!
I didn't hear what
Uh,
she said.
I couldn't hear it.
Wowza!
I see.
Yeah!
But regardless, Noodle Boops, is there anything else you can do your turn?
Throwing her is my action. Raging is a bonus action. No.
Okay.
I'm
Uh,
done.
So, unfortunately, Sophia, it's now Natsu's turn because she did that attack as a reaction.
Good thing
Ain't
I
out
decided
of the
to stick
woodwork
with
yet.
shield.
Yep. So, Natsu, it's your turn. What do you wish to do?
I would like to tackle him down and actually wait, no. I'm sorry, I'm so indecisive. I'm trying to think of a
It's
good attack plan.
It's alright. You're good.
Wait,
You won't-
did I deal 10 damage or I don't remember.
I believe you had dealt 12.
12 damage, okay.
Hmm.
What do you think?
It's
I
fine,
should
you
do?
know.
Who are you asking?
You.
Me? The DM?
For some
What?
ideas, because like my brain is like not responding.
It's fine. This is payback to me for the first session where I took 3 points of damage, even though they were the ones who started the fight against me specifically.
Fair enough. Whew. Well, I mean, you could do a general idea of trying to just generally assault this man, punching, kicking, headbutting.
Yeah, I would like to do that. I would like to assault him physically.
Well, then, how would you go about it? Also, like, do you know you can make 2 attacks on this turn? What would be your first attack?
Probably the unarmed fighting.
Well, okay. But, how would you go about fighting this man unarmed? Would you go and try and, clock him across the face? You want to try and, knee him in the gut?
Knee him in the gut.
Okay.
Man, today just hates my ribs, apparently.
Flurry of blows to the stomach.
I mean, you could nutshot him.
I would love to do that too.
Ooh, no. Ooh.
Why'd you have to say something?
Why would that be a
Look.
crit? Is that a crit?
I'd be very tempted to have that be a crit effect, as aiming for someone's nuts, but yeah, maybe we'll say that the strike doesn't quite ring true in other scenarios.
So, the first roll that I got, before I add the 6, I rolled a nat 20.
Oh no! You
That's a
don't need
crit.
to add the 6. It's a crit.
That's a crit. This is. Ooh.
Oh no!
You know that's fine. Just take my ribs. I don't need them.
I guess this is the knee you in the nuts now.
So is that quadruple damage? How does this
No,
work?
It's not quad.
I think that's just death. I think I'm just dead.
So, Natsu, go ahead and roll me damage real quick.
But don't I add the 6 for a hit?
You rolled a nat 20
Okay,
in a combat scenario. If you
if
roll,
you roll
the
a nat
20,
it's a crit.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter what else. You just automatically crit the person, dealing. Is it double damage?
generally it's double damage, yeah.
Yeah.
And, damage is 11 total.
Dang.
That's 22 damage.
So you,
22
It's very-
damage.
It's
Are we gonna
fitting that I would
have
die.
22 damage?
that I would
So it's
die.
just flat damage.
It's fitting
so
that I would die to my own party.
well, man, do I consider the half damage rule we have since it's a training bout, or do I let it be that it hits so hard, you hit this man so hard in the nuts, he's dying?
I mean,
I'll let you choose.
she's got
I will
pillows
inform
on
you.
her arm,
I have 17 HP. If you go with the full damage, I'm just down, which is very fitting for a nut shot.
I mean,
Let's say the pillows soften it, yeah.
we do have Lara here. She can go and get him back up.
Yeah, she can always help him heal.
This is not what she signed up for.
This isn't.
This
It very
isn't what
much
you
isn't.
signed up for either.
But all right, we're gonna go by the rule that with the crit, we're not going to apply the half damage. But don't worry about downing your character. Just bring him down to 1.
Yeah!
Okay.
Yeah! Yeah! Wah!
The hit
You're
connects.
going down!
So I was gonna say,
Saphir
not
is, Saphir is on his knees, clutching at his family jewels, doing everything
Bye-bye.
in his power to not
Bye-bye.
cry out in pain.
Bye-bye!
It would be so fun if we could turn our tokens in a direction so it would look like he's laying prone on the ground.
it would be fun to just turn it around. It's just on the ground. It's like, but I will say, considering there's no one to assault you and maintain your rage, Noodle Boops, I would have to say
Aw.
that you would probably fall out of your rage.
That was really good strategy.
Thank you.
Do that in the future far more often.
Thanks. I'll work on it.
Do the enemies though, not me anymore.
Okay. As long as you give me more jerky, we'll be friends.
Saphir passes out.
Oh boy.
That was fun. I want more. Give me more.
It looks over to Natsu. It's like, look, if you start trying to do that to me, you're gonna find you're missing a target. I'm warning you now.
Is Dad okay?
He doesn't say dad, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Is Green Man okay?
He's fine.
He's about as dead as a man can be without suffering a mortal wound.
Be lucky I didn't decide to rip it off.
Claire's like just slowly dragging you over to the cart, Sophia.
Noodle Boops will assist.
Alright. You've created a monster.
Strongly
I'm just
reconsidering
gonna
the
dance around
alert
this
feat.
thing. I'm gonna dance around here because I'm happy.
So, reconsidering the job yet?
I'm reconsidering life.
Noodle! Look at me go! I kicked him!
Yes,
It was fun. I want to do it again.
part of plan. Good.
I want to do it again.
Cue the bandits. Where are they?
I know you wish for there to be bandits here, but unfortunately there aren't.